hosts, High Pitch Erik and Gonzo Shitcock. There's a woman on there, Robin, who's like a phone screener, but not really, because all the calls just go directly into the show, even when they're like mid-conversation. I'm going to play a clip. This is how the show starts off. It's a bit of a rough start.
Hello.
Hey, Erik. I don't know if we cut out or not. I don't know if we're live or not. But if we are live, hi, everyone. Welcome to the former High Pitch Erik podcast featuring Gonzo, now the... now the... Is that you, Erik?
I still hear the music. No, that's not me.
You still hear the music?
Hold on.
This is going great.
So I should probably point out, because I'm getting right into it, who High Pitch Erik is. Now, High Pitch Erik is part of the Howard Stern Whack Pack. He has been for decades now. He has a very high-pitched voice. And that's why they discovered him, and that's why they love him. They've turned him into a monster. He really is so entitled on this show. This is right after that intro. Erik cannot deal with life. He's having a very hard time.
This is the former High Pitch Erik show featuring Gonzo show. Now, the Gonzo show featuring High Pitch Erik. That's accurate, right, Erik?
Well, maybe.
Because now it's my show. Because you didn't want all the stress of running your own show. So, and if you guys want to call in and talk to us, the phone number is 917-477-7701.
And if I get one hate tonight, I end the show tonight.
One hater, and you're going to end it?
Yes.
Oh.
So Erik starts off by saying, I am not going to deal with people trolling me on the show. And guess what happens after that?
I wonder.
2 hours of people trolling High Pitch Erik nonstop.
Well, listen, I mean, look, in all honesty, let's be honest here. There was less heavy lifting in the building of the pyramids than there is doing a show with High Pitch Erik. Okay. Yes. You're getting one word. No, yes, hello. That's all you're getting. And it's hard. It's not easy. And Gonzo, God bless him, broadcasting genius that he is having a real rough time. But you claim that was a bad start to the show. I say otherwise. I say that was a one-of-a-kind start to the show. You don't hear too many podcasts being put out with that technical glitch in the beginning, and they just let it roll. I love it.
Yeah, there is something to it that is unique. I'll give you that.
I just want to say, Karl, if I get one hate in chat, I'm fucking gone forever.
Yeah, this is what the show is High Pitch threatening to leave the show nonstop, and then Gonzo having to plead with them to please stay on the show because it gets way less interesting when he's not there. But backing up real quick to your point, Shuli, because now Shuli has actually done a ton of work with High Pitch Erik, going all the way back to the Craptacular. I mean, Shuli, you were there when High Pitch tried to shit out a pound of shit in what, a 24-hour period?
Yeah, it was the bit was the Craptacular. How much could one man shit in 24 hours? And there were prop bets, would he shit more than a raccoon in one sitting? Would he shit more than, a dog total? Would he? So it was very exciting, and they needed somebody there to read out the weight. And I was just starting at Sirius with the show, and it brought this up in the boardroom at a Howard 100 news meeting, and they said, we need a reporter to cover this. And every reporter looked at each other like, is this a fucking prank? Is this a joke? And I'm the only idiot in the back going, this is history. In my mind, I'm like, this is history. And I raised my hand. I said, let me right in. And I did it. And that was the first thing I covered. Dry heaving the whole time, watching him shit in a portable old people toilet and getting stuck in it at one point. He was so fat, he couldn't get out of it. And I had to watch his buddy Joey Boots, may he rest in peace, literally pull him out like you pull out a truck out of a mud. And I just remember standing there going, this is historic. I'm a part of history right now.
We're still talking about it today, Shuli. That was a very important event that happened.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. It was not pretty. It was horrific.
I'm guessing that his shits don't smell pleasant would be my guess.
No, and there was they weren't solid after a while. He was eating, Jamaican beef patties, Taco Bell, Subway, you name it. People, they talk about friends. These people are just coming by, like just dropping off this horrific food to him. And
thank you. Shuli, I got a shit. Get the toilet.
And my first my first entrance into entratainment was
it took you 15 years to quit. That's impressive.
I should have quit that day. You're right.
So the reason why I brought that up is just to let everybody know that Shuli has a ton of experience of trying to make High Pitch Erik entertaining. It's not easy to do. Here's an example of Gonzo asking 7 questions in a row and getting the exact same answer every single time.
Do you want him to call in?
No.
So you guys can talk about it?
No.
Okay. What if he calls in and he talks to me and then you just don't talk to him?
No.
So we can explain.
No.
What if Wanban sucks your dick?
No.
What if I suck your dick?
No.
Oh, I thought you told Howard you wanted me to suck your dick.
No.
It's not easy to broadcast with this guy.
I don't believe that last two. I do believe he would suck Gonzo's dick in a second. He had a huge crush on Gonzo, and they worked together all the time.
Yeah, Gonzo's like the heartthrob of the Stern Show universe, right?
Oh, yeah. I remember they were sharing a room once on the road somewhere, and Gonzo sent me video, High Pitch coming out of the shower, and he's got a towel around his waist, which is the towel's holding on for dear life. It's barely making it.
It looks
around.
like a washcloth on me.
And he just cut right. It looks like those towels that the high divers use when they get out, like those little smocks.
Yeah.
And he goes and he comes out of the shower. And he just goes,
Gonzo, I'm naked. Oh, you want to see me naked?
and you just hear Gonzo vomiting in the background. But he had a huge crush. But that's Erik, when you ask him if he wants a salad, he'll say no 7 times in a row as well. That's how he is. He's a child. When he doesn't want to do something, no is the only answer.
Well, this entire episode, he's not in a good mood. He's ornery. At one point, I think Gonzo even asked him what's going on with him.
Erik, what's your penis size and circumference?
None of your business.
Erik, why are you so uptight tonight?
Yeah, why are you so uptight? Why are you talking about your penis size? Why do you want to talk about your microphallus? What's your problem?
Dude, why are you being a pussy about this? Like, just talk about your dick.
And High Pitch even says he just woke up. He's kind of out of it. But then something happens. Now, famously, High Pitch took a lie detector test to find out whether he was gay or not. And this was on the Stern Show a few years ago. And it turns out that High Pitch isn't gay for just any dude. It has to be a celebrity. He's a star fucker.
He is a star fucker, but he also likes, let me just throw this in, he also likes local weathermen and any law enforcement or fire department in uniform. Big fan of those.
That's true. And yeah, if you're an actor playing a police officer, even better. That's like the perfect thing for him.
Yeah, his biggest crushes.
Donnie Wahlberg.
So David Arquette calls into this show. I'm not making this up. David Arquette calls into this show. This is the only time that High Pitch is animated and excited. Listen to his response.
David Arquette, what's up, buddy? Thanks for calling.
What's up, Gonzo?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just here with High Pitch. We were talking about we didn't have any callers. No one would call us, so we
Is that
thought.
really David? Is that really David?
Yeah, it is, buddy. How are you?
So he's very excited. He's very animated. And
is that David? My God.
Shuli, he goes right to hitting on David Arquette.
Hey, so David, do you plan to come to New York anytime soon?
I was just in New York. We were promoting something called Diclegis, which is a morning sickness pill that we did a commercial for.
Morning sickness pill, dude. I'll take it after I wake up.
I'll take that. Oh.
I'm in my 4th trimester. I need that.
I love the way he hits on David Arquette is the same way like Stuttering John hits on Chrissy Mayer. You gonna be in New York?
By the way, this is clearly before David sobered up. I mean, you don't get this booking with a sober David Arquette. No. So let's just throw that out there.
Yeah. So, of course, Gonzo thanks David for calling in, and High Pitch wants to make sure that David knows his appreciation for it.
Well, yeah, you're my favorite caller on the Stern Show.
Hey, thank you, Gonzo.
And we love you.
He's like jumping over people to tell him how much he loves David Arquette.
David, we love you, and some of us are hard for you right now.
I've got a half an inch for you.
Yeah, that's when you know he's really like somebody or he's really tired, is when his octaves dip like a roller coaster. Like he'll just go,
is that really David?
Like it's just...
I hate that I can't help but do the impression whenever I hear his voice, and I should not be even trying it. When we have the master,
you absolutely when he texts me, I only read it in his voice. It's just what everybody has to do. You can't not do the voice.
So I want to talk about the main theme of this show, and the main theme is people call in to troll High Pitch, and then he overreacts like a motherfucker. I have a supercut that I put together. Sit back and enjoy just from one episode of this show. High Pitch Erik motherfucking people.
Fuck you. Go to hell. Hope you die. Fuck you. You should go to hell and fucking suck my dick. Go fuck yourself and die, asshole. Fuck you, asshole. No, fuck you, Gonzo. Tell him to fuck off. Hey, you drop dead and fucking suck my dick. Tell him to shut the fuck up. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you. I'll kill you. But he's being a creepy fuck, so I'll kill him. All right, hang up on this douchebag. Fuck you, asshole. Suck my dick. Hang up on this moron. You can tell Ray to fucking drop dead. So fuck you, Raisin Bread. I hope you fucking die. And I hope your girlfriend leaves you because you're a fucking piece of shit. So fuck you, loser. Jay Dummy, I hope you fucking die, you piece of ugly shit. I will fucking punch him in the fucking face. I'll fucking take my cane and beat him over the fucking face. Fuck him. So they can go fuck themselves and fucking fuck each other in the ass. You can go fucking suck a dick. Yeah, get your facts straight, dick face.
He's obviously the star of the show.
I love somebody in chat says, this guy sounds like an angry Mickey Mouse.
Oh, yeah.
It's so true, man. But that's, Erik doesn't know how to react other than threatening people, threatening them with violence, threatening them with having to blow him. And
no, I like that when he tells someone they should die and then blow him. I think that's
right.
You should fucking die and then come back to life and suck my fucking dick.
The thing I love the most about him is it just sounds like there's a pool of just liquid in his throat whenever and it's just like, and certain letters, they just are so loud when they come out because all the phlegm. So he's like,
hey, Robert, why don't you go and suck my dick?
I thought he had a bacon cheeseburger in his mouth. That's what it sounded like to me. Like he's like in the middle of eating a giant meal during this entire podcast would be my guess.
I'd rather that than, I think somebody in chat mentioned this. I'd rather that than somebody going,
I'm going to fucking sue you, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, he goes that route as well.
But, yeah, but he, his lawyer is trolling him just like all the trolls. So
I know. All right, so Gonzo's trying to tell this guy he's got to stop threatening people. And he explains that the reason why people are calling in and trolling him is because he's reacting this way.
That's why people troll you, because you get so angry and you wish death upon them.
No shit, Sherlock! No shit! I don't think that High Pitch is picking up on this concept.
Now, common sense is a train that doesn't stop at his train stop. So, I've tried. On my Patreon, there's a 3.5-4 minute video before his gastric bypass surgery, which we all paid for, ladies and gentlemen. He's sitting there, and it's like a tennis match. We're going back and forth, and he's just going,
what if I don't wake up from the anesthesia?
And I'm going, well, you're not going to know that because you're not going to be awake. But you will wake up.
But what if I don't?
But you will.
What if I don't?
And I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm going to jump out. Put me under. I want to get the fuck out of here.
That would be the best thing that could possibly happen to you, High Pitch. You're an angry man. Although, nowadays, is he still rolling in Cameo dough?
Oh, my God. I mean, it's a whole new, it's a rebirth. It's like Spinal Tap 2.0, Mach 2.0, you know? It's a whole new version of High Pitch. A High Pitch Erik with money.
This is 2017 High Pitch that we're listening to. Since this has happened, he's gone on Cameo. He makes more money than most of the staff at the Howard Stern show, I'm pretty sure. At this point, he's buying vehicles with cash. He's rolling in it.
He showed me his Cameo on his phone, you know, through the app where you can see what you've earned so far.
Yeah.
And when I tell you I had such a sad drive home that night, I mean, I was doing self-inventory on my life, where I'm at. And you know, one of the reasons why he's so popular on there is because he is a real-life Ron Burgundy.
Right. He'll say anything.
You write it, he records it, reads it, doesn't think about it. One of my favorite ones, he's like,
"Hey, Karl, I want to wish you a happy birthday from your wife, Megan, and White Power."
And that's it. That's how it ends.
And he doesn't even think twice about it. He has no idea what he just said. He just goes on to the next one.
Sent. Upload. Sent.
I'm sure he gets good reviews on there too as a result. So
oh my God. He's like, they have him on the front page. He's like one of the biggest earners. It's him and the guy and Kevin from The Office are the only ones making money on that thing.
Now, he's not real witty or quick.
No. Who told you that, Karl?
He doesn't come up with great comebacks. I like this clip that I'm about to play for you. He like winds up like he's going to knock it out of the park, and then he just has nothing.
Well, you know something? He can't fuck with me now. So you want to fuck with somebody? Go fuck with somebody else, dick face.
You want to fuck with somebody? You want to fuck with somebody? Then go fuck with someone else, dick.
Hey, you know what they say? When life gives you lemons, get in a car, drive off a cliff.
Unfortunately, he would never come up with something that witty.
Do you want me to get him to record an ID for you guys? Because people in the chat are suggesting that, you know.
Welcome to Who Are These Podcasts? White Power.
You want that one?
Yeah, if you could get a couple of those, I would definitely play.
You could just clip me doing that and just use that. You know.
Perfect.
They can't cancel a Jew screaming white power, can they?
I don't think so. I mean, if there was a way to get your podcast canceled, I would have done it by now. For sure.
We keep trying.
But that's not working for us. All right, so the big thing that happens in this episode, after the David Arquette phone call, which lasted all of 90 seconds, which was amazing. 2-hour-long show, by the way. I'm sorry about that, Shuli. So
don't be sorry about that. Be sorry about sending me more fucking work for this show than I had in the 15 years I worked for the fucking Stern show, dude. He goes, I'm going to send you some audio. I'm thinking, stuff's going to be clipped out, 2-3 minute clips. I start playing it. I go, this fucking Karl wants me to sit through an hour and a half of Gonzo and Erik?
Yep.
I'm like, I thought Karl liked me.
Dude, the worst part about coming on this show is the homework involved in it. And that's why most people are like, yeah, I'll never do that again. That was a terrible decision that I just made.
No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, once the weed kicks in, I'm out. You know what I mean? I only have so much patience. Oh, another great suggestion from the chat.
Who are these podcasts? The Holocaust wasn't real.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just whatever chat's throwing up that I like, I'm reading it.
Keep them coming.
And I'm giving you guys credit, so relax over there.
That's great. It's funny though. I do have to remind everyone about my first interaction with Chrissy Mayer when she reached out to me and said, I want to be on your show. And I said, great. Then I email her the show that we're going to review. And I say, listen to the show. I'm going to pull a bunch of clips. If you want to, great. If not, that's okay too. She writes me back immediately and says, oh, you know what? I'm actually busy this weekend. That's like the perfect answer. Like, I get it. You thought you were just going to go on a podcast, shoot the shit. You actually have to do some homework and prep for this, and I apologize for it. So the big thing that happens here is that somebody posts Erik's phone number in the chat.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for taking my call. God bless.
Okay, listen.
Hey, Serial Jack, you be safe tonight.
Hey, Gonzo, I'm done with the show because someone posted my fucking phone number in the pod trash chat.
Oh, Eric, why the fuck would you say that? Can you please delete that wish? Eric, why the fuck are you, why are you, you're so fucking stupid, Eric.
So Eric freaks out that someone posted his real number. Now, of course, the thing to do is to pretend like that's not your real number and not draw attention to it. But of course, he freaks out and he's wondering why there aren't people monitoring his chat.
So, I don't know.
I mean, why doesn't someone monitor the chat?
Yeah. Who are they going to hire for that job? I mean, maybe if this thing doesn't work out with the libtard stuff that Stuttering John's doing, maybe they could hire him to monitor the Gonzo Shitcock chat.
I'm sure they could get somebody if they, walk through the Port Authority terminal and just offered somebody $5. They'd have a phone screener, a chat screener. I mean, the fact that you have anybody doing this with you, you should be grateful for.
He thinks he's a star. He's like, well, how is this happening that there aren't 3 people monitoring our chat and also checking our phone calls?
Well, I always say he's like the Forrest Gump of the Stern Show, where nothing should work out for him, but it always kind of does.
Right. Yes.
And, we did a poker tournament and a comedy show out in Schenectady at a casino, Rivers Casino, and it was myself, Ronnie, Sal, and High Pitch wanted to come up because he knows he can get a free room. And so I told him, all right, I'll get you a room. And he's like,
what do you want me to do while I'm there?
I'm like, nothing. Just hang out, say hi to fans, be nice to them. And he comes up with a concept to offer people massages for $10 while they're playing in the tournament.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, there's no fucking way anybody's going to let this guy touch them. Fucking guy walked out of there with $450.
Of course he did.
And people were buying massages for their buddies at other tables, so they're like sending him over. They're like, "Who the fuck are you?" He's like,
"Relax, I'm gonna get all the tension out of you."
The guy across from you has a flush.
I'd fold if I were you.
I saw his pocket hand.
Oh, that look on his face, those are pocket kings.
Could you imagine? No wonder he was getting everyone to hire him. The guy's a genius poker player.
He tried to give me a massage. I felt like, DiCaprio fighting the bear in The Revenant, I'm just like, ah.
Oh, God. That paints a picture, doesn't it? So, because his phone number got posted, he decides he's leaving the show. This is mid-show.
High Pitch Erik has informed me that he has indeed hung up because someone posted his phone number. We don't know who the culprit is. We don't know. How do they know?
All right. So this is the whole thing, is that he's constantly saying, "Oh, I'm going to leave then. I'm not doing the show anymore.
Say goodbye to your gravy train."
Yeah, right. Although he's right about that, because as soon as he's gone, and this goes on for 20, 30 minutes. I didn't listen to this part that much, but Gonzo's got nothing without Erik.
And I think I've run out of things to say. I don't know. Robin, are we still on the, are we still doing the Periscope thing?
He's got nothing to talk about. So it's really just an embarrassing part of the show there.
Listen, I'm only 5 episodes into my podcast, but I don't think that's not a fear or a worry where one day I'm just like, okay, nice weather today. We'll be right back. One of those. But I always said the Whack Pack is fascinating, but what's really fascinating to me, the people who hitch themselves up to that Whack Packer. That to me is fascinating. Riley Martin was a great Whack Packer on the show for years. And then, you get to meet Iran.
Yeah, right.
My friend Iran is here. You understand? And then you meet Iran, and Iran is just a whole nother ball game. And you're like, wow. So what's going on in Iran's life that he's hooking up with Riley? Like, that's a safe bet,
Right. So what you're saying is that the Gonzo vehicle isn't going to go very far without the gasoline that is High Pitch Erik. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I mean, if we trace back Gonzo's illustrious career, it started with Erik the Midget,
Okay.
And then it moved on to High Pitch, and he trolled Erik the Midget like this for years, and
That's right.
It was great content. It was hilarious stuff. Gonzo did a great job.
Well,
but without that golden goose, it's some heavy shit going on.
Well, thank God Erik comes back to the show, and only the way that High Pitch Erik can come back onto a show by telling someone to drop dead.
Erik, what's going on over there?
By the way,
Erik, welcome to your show.
By the way,
Our show.
you can tell Ray to fucking drop dead.
Erik, no more death threats. I know that's not technically a death threat, but you're doing a good job of dancing your way around it. But stop wishing death upon people. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Tell Ray.
Stop with the death.
Listen, tell Raisin Bread to drop dead, and I hope he fucking dies.
All right. If you're on the internet telling Raisin Bread to drop dead, you might want to check your priorities in life. I'm going to fucking kill Raisin Bread.
That's the best part is all the dumb names that he has to fight with. He's like,
hey, tell Purple Wig Eater, go fucking die.
It's hard to take him seriously with that voice and the name that he's threatening.
Yeah.
Hey, tell Bag of Shit that I don't appreciate that at all.
So what Gonzo's trying to tell High Pitch is that he's fucking up his own karma by threatening everybody with violence and death threats, and I don't think High Pitch is getting it.
Well, he started this shit, and karma's going to be a bitch to him. So he better run and hide, and he better watch his fucking back.
I don't think he's getting it when he's like, yeah, well, his karma's going to suck because I'm going to murder him. Wait,
yeah.
That's not what this is.
Karma's coming in the form of a 400-pound, possibly gay guy.
I just love it. He's like,
you know what? Tell Private Creamy that his karma is going to come back to really kick him in his ass.
So this guy, Raisin Bread, lives in Florida, I guess. I don't know how they know any of this stuff, but they're assuming that Raisin Bread's the one who posted his phone number, and High Pitch is very upset with him, and he threatens Raisin Bread the exact same way Stuttering John threatens people, which I found hilarious.
Well, Erik, can I tell you something?
You're gonna stalk Raisin Bread and murder him, so he better run and hide. Stop being a tough guy, Erik. You're not a fucking tough guy. Stop.
I have people in Florida that will go after him.
Oh yeah, you have people in Florida that are gonna go after Raisin Bread.
Yes.
Erik, can I say something?
You're gonna tell this guy. You're gonna tell your mafia in Florida. There's a guy named Raisin Bread. Go find him.
I'll get where he is from his IP address.
I'll dox him.
How are you gonna do that?
So, I want to point out, although Stuttering John is slightly better at it than High Pitch Erik is, it's pretty much the exact same thing. This is John threatening me.
Patrick Michael, the only one doing super chats today, so I'll answer his question again. Patrick Michael is a big fan of this idiot dude, some fat loser fuck who works at a marketing company in Rochester. And look, I've been offered to send some of my friends there. Of course, I don't do that. And I wouldn't do that. But there are ways I could fuck with them that are not anything illegal and violent. And I'm in the process of doing that. This guy's going to wish that he doesn't fuck with me. Okay? Just trust me on that.
So when you say something, when you put it out there, you're like, well, I wouldn't obviously do that. I wouldn't deny the Holocaust happened. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't do that. I think that's crazy. There's all these people denying the Holocaust, but...
Don't you need friends to actually threaten somebody to do something to them?
Yeah, you would think so. I'm sure Stunt Joe has a ton of friends up in Rochester, New York, or Western New York, who are all just waiting to get arrested.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say High Pitch has more friends that are willing to do that than him.
Yeah, High Pitch actually probably does know people in Florida who are as fucked up as he is.
Oh, for sure. I mean, crazy finds crazy. You could put 1 million, normal people in a room, put one crazy guy on the other, one crazy girl on the other. They will find each other. They will be in love. Trust me.
It's true. So you mentioned that High Pitch is a little bit overweight. Somebody brings this up, and High Pitch gets very upset about it. But I did think it was funny when he does admit how fat he actually is, that he would be upset about being called 400 pounds.
Okay, well...
Erik, you couldn't kill anybody. You're a fucking 400-pound man.
No, I'm not.
Erik's only
380 pounds, whatever.
Erik's 374 pounds, sir.
Oh. That's
get your facts right.
Yeah, get your facts straight,
I'm
dick
so
face.
sorry.
Get your facts
Suck
straight.
my dick, Eric, you faggot.
Yeah, fuck you, asshole.
I'm
Go
gonna
die in hell.
I'm gonna
Go
thunder
die and burn in hell, bitch.
I love that he's 26 pounds shy of 400. He's like, yeah, fuck you, asshole. I'm not even close to 400 pounds. How dare you?
And by the way, can we just talk honestly for a second? I think it might be time to find a new phone screener because these calls seem a little tilted.
You know what? I have a clip that's an example of how they're screening the phone calls. They're not at all. People are calling in, and this woman, Robin, is putting them through. Even when they're mid-conversation, there's just a caller there.
You remember that guy, Serial Killer Jack, right? That co-hosted last week with me for a little bit?
Yes.
So he has
unknown number.
Unknown number. Hello. Is this Joe again?
No, this is bologna sauce.
Oh, hi, bologna sauce.
These guys just all of a sudden show up on the show. There's no stopping them. One guy even rickrolls them.
I don't believe it.
And he hasn't said anything about him.
858. Never mind.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
All right, you can hang up on them.
We were rickrolled.
This is a shit show. This show is a disaster.
This reminds me in Vegas, when I lived in Vegas, I would get home from a show or from work, and I'd meet up with my other comic friends, and there was this AM radio station in Vegas, KDON, 720 AM, and it was guys broadcasting from midnight to 4 a.m.
Okay.
They had phone lines. It was 3 phone lines, no screener.
Oh, great.
So it rang, you're on hold. And we would either take mushrooms or get super stoned, and we would prank these guys for their entire 4-hour shift. And it was just one, he'd hang up on one, yell at us, next guy is on the other line. Yell at that guy, pick up the next one, yell at that. It was such a fucking joy to fuck with these people because they made it so easy. And this reminds me of that. It's just like, meanwhile, the screener, it's like riding a bike and someone jams a fucking stick right in the wheel. It just stops you cold.
Yes.
You flip it end over end. It's fucked, man.
There's no other reason to call this show than to fuck with them. It's the only reason why this show exists is to be fucked with.
Yeah, what are you gonna Eric, what's your opinion on the trade embargo that's going on? Or, what's your thoughts on us in the Middle East, Eric? I once asked him to spell Afghanistan. He started AP, and I said, we're good. Thank you.
Yeah, we got it.
You can stop. Yep.
I'm surprised that he knows that peas can make that sound, though. That's impressive, I guess.
I was shocked.
I'll give him that. So I got a question for you here, Shuli. I'm going to play you a clip, and I want you to predict how High Pitch is going to answer this. All right?
Go ahead.
John the Magic Guy asked if you could please apologize for saying fuck his family.
How do you think High Pitch is going to respond to that question?
Well, I mean, the first safe answer is just flat out, no. That's one. And then there's the other one.
No, fuck your family. I hope they fucking die. I'll fucking come over there and stab everybody.
You know him very well. Here's the actual answer.
No, not at all, because the way he treats me. He needs to apologize to me first.
Everyone owes High Pitch something. I don't know why, but everyone owes him something. It's amazing.
Well, he's cashing in on what everybody owes him through Cameo, I'll tell you that.
That's still going, huh?
Yeah, it's still, I mean, he has, I think, between 8 to 12 a day that he does.
It's unbelievable. And there's got to be so much jealousy going on. I know that, like, Jeff the Drunk is very jealous about this, that he makes so much.
I fucking do Cameo. What does this motherfucker do that I don't do? Meanwhile, every Cameo Jeff gets, he's like, I'm not reading that.
Can I tell you that you do a better Jeff the Drunk than Jeff the Drunk at this point? He's not even that funny anymore.
I love him. I mean, I've had so many amazing moments with that guy. And probably my favorite is when he was doing karaoke on Periscope.
Yeah.
And he had his tablet and he was on Periscope. And then he had his cell phone playing the karaoke song. And I was sitting at my desk watching him. And I go, I wonder what would happen if I call his cell phone in the middle of this concert. And sure enough, it just cuts off his karaoke music. And the funniest part was his ringer on his cell phone was a song parody about Jeff the Drunk, about him, to the tune of Motley Crue, Girls, Girls, Girls. So every time I called him, which was like 10 times in a row, it would just, he'd be in the middle, he'd be like, I hurt myself today to see if I Jeff the Drunk. And he gets so, what the fuck? He gets so mad. And he answers, hello, hello. And I just have my number blocked, my mic off. And he's like, I'm shutting down till I figure this shit out. And he shuts down the whole show. And he calls me the next day and he's like, listen, somebody's fucking with me. I haven't figured out who it is yet.
How do you keep a straight face on this phone call?
I'm holding my breath, and he's like, I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm close. So I changed my number, and I'm only going to give it to you.
Or you could play the karaoke music through a different device and put your phone on mute. Like there's other solutions to this.
Oh, man. In the heyday of Periscope, that dude was living large, man. He had like 20 packages delivered every day to his house. People were sending him gifts, pizza, food.
Well, he got so wrapped up in it that he forgot that he was broadcasting himself to the internet. At one point, wasn't he like jerking off on there and he forgot that he was broadcasting?
I don't know if that's actual fact, but what I do know is that, if you have a girl's picture on whatever form of social media you reach him on, you will get a dick pic, whether you ask for it or not.
Yes.
Some women have gotten a video. But yeah, he is he's pedal to the metal. He goes hard.
He goes hard in the paint for sure.
He goes hard in the paint, yeah.
So High Pitch's whole thing is, I'm not going to do the show anymore. I can't take any of these haters. He announces at the beginning of the show. He actually leaves the show. He comes back on the show. And then at the end of the show, he says this.
Eric, any final words you want to say while we end the show?
Yes, I won't be here next week.
Why?
You can do the show by yourself.
Why? Because fucking one person posts your number? One hater? We had David Arquette call in and give us nothing but love and praise our show.
At least we got
I don't care. You can do the show next week on your own.
At least we got the exclusive.
I love that that's his only shtick. Is the show that has my name as the title, I'm not going to do it anymore.
You lost me. Good job. You blew it. Hope you're happy. Good luck.
I think that's about everything that I wanted to hit on this show. Anything else any other takeaways that you had?
I'm sorry the show's not on anymore. I really think in this day and age of what's out there and available to listen to, this show could totally have a home and could live there, no problem. I think it would get more fans than ever. Unfortunately, I think the calls will still go the same way, but I think the show would be great.
Well, it's funny. I think High Pitch makes too much money on Cameo. He doesn't have time for this shit.
Oh, you're 100% right. This is beneath him at this point. Like he'd be doing Gonzo a favor at this point if he did this show.
I don't know if that's the real Gonzo Shitcock in our Discord or not, but it's got to be very, very difficult to host a show with someone who is a little slow and dull. I mean, I do it on the creep off every week, and it is very difficult to have a dullard as your co-host. So I feel for him, but he did a great job. Gonzo did a bang up job on this show.
Hey, like I said, it ain't easy, man, and he's doing the best he can. And some days Erik is on, and he gives you 3-4 word answers, and some days it's just one word.
Just the one word. No. You want to take calls? No.
Who are these podcasts?